The new stone tablets. The Lord said to Moses, "Chisel out 2 stone tablets like the first ones, and I will write on them the words that were on first tablets, which you broke. Be ready in the morning, and then come up on Mount Sinai. Present yourself to me there on top of the mountain. No one is to come with you or be seen anywhere to the mountain, not even the flocks and herd may graze in front of the mountain." So Moses chiseled out 2 stone tablets like the first one, and went up Mount Sinai early in the morning, as the Lord had commanded him. And he carried the two stone tablets in his hand. Then the Lord came down in the crowd and stood there with him and proclaimed his name, the Lord. And he passed in Mount front of Moses, proclaiming, the Lord, the compassionate and gracious God, slow to anger, abounding in love and faithfulness, maintaining love 2,000, and forgiving weakness, rebellion, and sin. Yet he does not leave guilty unpunished. He punishes the children and their children for the sin of the parents to the third and fourth generation. Moses fell to the ground at once and worshipped. "Lord," he said, "if I have found favor in your eyes, then let the Lord go with us. Although this is a stiff-necked people, forgive our weakness and our sin, and take us as your inheritance." Then the Lord said, "I am making a covenant with you. Before all your people I will do wonder never before done in any nation in all the world. The people you live among will see how awesome is the work that I, the Lord, will do for you. Obey what I command you today. I will drive out before you the Amorites, Canaanites, Hittites, Perizzites, Hivitites, and Jebusites. Be careful not to make a treaty with those who live in the land everywhere you are going, or there will be a snare among you. Break down their altars, smash their sacred stones, and cut down their Asherah poles. Do not worship any other god, for the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God. Be careful not to make a treaty with those who live in the land, for when they prostitute themselves to their gods and sacrifice to them, they will invite you, and you will eat their sacrifice. When you choose some of their daughters as wives for your sons, and those daughters prostitute themselves to their gods, they will lead your sons to do the same. Do not make any idol. Celebrate the festival of unleavened bread. For 7 days eat bread made without yeast. As I commanded you, do this at the appointed time in the month of Abi. For in that month you came out of Egypt. For the first offspring of every womb belong to me, including all the firstborn males of your livestock, whether for herd or flock. Redeem the firstborn donkey with a lamb. But if you do not redeem it, break its neck. Redeem all your firstborn sons. No one is who appear before me empty-handed. 6 days you shall labor, but on the 7th day you shall rest. Even during the plowing season and harvest you must rest. Celebrate the festival of week with the first fruits of the wheat harvest, and the festival of ingathering at the turn of the year. 3 times a year all your men are to appear before the sovereign Lord, the God of Israel. I will drive out nations before you and enlarge your territory, and no one will covet your land. When you go up 3 times each year to appear before the Lord your God, do not offer the blood of sacrifice to me along with anything containing yeast, and do not let any of the sacrifice from the Passover festival remain until morning. Bring the best of the first fruits of your soil to the house of the Lord your God. Do not cook a young goat in its mother's milk. Then the Lord said to Moses, write down this word, for in accordance with these words I have made a covenant with you and with Israel. Moses was with the Lord 40 days and 40 nights, without eating bread or drinking water, and he wrote on the tablet the words of the covenant, the 10 Commandments. The radiant face of Moses. When Moses came down from Mount Sinai with the 2 tablets of the covenant law in his hand, he was not aware that his face was radiant, because he had spoken with the Lord. When Aaron and all the Israelites saw Moses, his face was radiant, and they were afraid to come near him. But Moses called to him. So Aaron and all the leaders of the community came back to him, and he spoke to them. Afterward, all the Israelites came near him, and he gave them all the commands the Lord had given him on Mount Sinai. But Moses finished speaking to them. He put veil over his face. But whenever he entered the Lord's presence to speak with him, he removed the veil until he came out. And when he came out and told the Israelites what he had been commanded, they saw that his face was radiant. Then Moses would put the veil back over his face until he went in to speak with the Lord. Sabbath regulation. Moses assembled the whole Israelite community and said to them, these are the things the Lord had commanded you to do. For 6 days work is to be done, but the 7th day shall be your holiday, the day of Sabbath rest to the Lord. Whoever do any work on it is to be put to death. Do not light the fire in any of your dwellings on the Sabbath day. Material for the tabernacle. Moses said to whole Israelite community, "This is what the Lord has commanded. From what you have, take an offering for the Lord. Everyone who is willing is to bring to the Lord an offering of gold, silver and bronze, blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and fine linen, goat hair, ram skin, dyeing red, and another type of durable leather, acacia wood, olive oil for the right species for the anointing oil, for the fragrant incense, and onyx stones and other gems to be mounted on the ephod and breastpiece. All who are skilled among you are to come and make everything the Lord has commanded: the tabernacle with its tents and its covering, frames, crossbars, posts, and bases, the ark with the pole, and the atonement cover and the curtain that shield it, the table with its force and all its article, and the bread of the presence, the lampstand that is for light with its accessories, lamp, and oil for the light, the altar of incense with its pole, the anointing oil, and the fragrant incense, the curtain for the doorway at the entrance to the tabernacle, the altar of burnt offering with its bronze grating, its pole and all its utensils, the bronze basin with its stand, the curtain of the courtyard with its post and base, and the curtain for the entrance to the courtyard, the tent peg for the tabernacle and for the courtyard, and their roof, the woven garment, one for ministering in the sanctuary, both the sacred garment for Aaron the priest, and the garment for his son when they serve as priests. Then the whole Israelite community withdrew from Moses' presence, and everyone who was willing and whose heart moved them came and brought an offering to the Lord for the work on the tent of meeting, for all its service, and for the sacred garments. All who were willing, men and women alike, came and brought gold jewelry of all kinds, brooch, earring, ring, and ornaments. They all present their gold as the wave offering to the Lord. Everyone who had blue, purple, or scarlet yarn, or fine linen, or goat hair, ram skin, dyeing red, or the other durable leather brought them. Those presenting an offering of silver or bronze brought it. An offering to the Lord, and everyone who had acacia wood for any part of the work brought in it. Every skilled woman spun with her hands and brought what she had spun, blue, purple, or scarlet yarn, or fine linen, and all the women who were willing had the skill spun the got hair. The brothers brought onyx stones and other gems to be mounted on the ephod and freight piece. They also brought spices and olive oil for the rite, and for the anointing oil, and for the fragrant incense. All the Israelites, men and women who were willing, brought the Lord freewilling offering for all the work the Lord through Moses had commanded them to do. Barzillai and Oholiab. The Moses said to the Israelites, "See, the Lord had chosen Barzillai, sons of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, and he had filled him with the Spirit of God, with wisdom, with understanding, with knowledge, and with all kinds of skills, to make artistic design for work in gold, silver, and bronze, to cut and set stones, to work in wood, and to engage in all kinds of artistic craft. And he has given force. He has filled them with skill to do all kinds of work as engravers, designers, embroiderers in blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and fine linen, and weavers. All the them skilled workers and designers, so Barzillai, Oholiab, and every skilled person to whom the Lord have given skill and ability to know how to carry out all the work of constructing the sanctuary are to do the work just as the Lord has commanded. Then Moses summoned Barzillai and Oholiab and every skilled person to whom the Lord had given ability and who was willing to come and do the work. They received from Moses all the offering its Israelites had brought to carry out the work of constructing the sanctuary. And the people continued to bring freewill offerings morning after morning. So all the skilled workers who were doing all the work on the sanctuary left what they were doing and said to Moses, "The people are bringing more than enough for doing the work the Lord commanded to be done." Then Moses gave an order, and they sent this word throughout the camp: "No man or woman is to making anything else as an offering for the sanctuary." And so the people were restrained from bringing more, because what they already had was more than enough to do all the work. The tabernacle. All those who were skilled among the workers made the tabernacle with 10 curtains of finely twisted linen and blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and with cherubim woven by expert hands. All the curtains were the same size, 28 cubits long and 4 cubits wide. They joined 5 joined 5 of the curtain together, and did the same with the other 5. Then they made the roof of blue material along the edge of the end curtain in one set. And the same was done with the end curtain in the other set. They so made 50 roof on one curtain and 50 roof and the end curtain of the other set, with the roof opposite each other. Then they made 50 gold clasps and used them to fasten the two sets of curtain together, so that the tabernacle was a unit. They made curtains of goat hair for the tent of the tabernacle, 11 altogether. All 11 curtains were the same size, 30 cubits and long and 4 cubits wide. They joined 5 of the curtains into one set and the other 6 into another set. Then they made 50 roofs along the edge of the end curtain in the set and also along the edge of the end curtain in other set. They made 50 bronze clasps to fasten the tent together as a unit. Then they made for the tent a covering of ram skin dyeing red, and over that a covering of the other durable leather. They made an upright frame of acacia wood for the tabernacle. Each frame was 10 cubits long and a cubit and a half wide, with 2 projections set parallel to each other. They made all the frames of the tabernacle in this way. They made 20 frames for the south side of the tabernacle, and made 40 silver bases to go under them, 2 bases for each frame, one under each projection. For the other side, the north side of the tabernacle, they made 20 frames and 40 silver bases, 2 under each frame. They made 6 frames for the far end, that is the west end of the tabernacle, and 2 frames were made for the corner of the tabernacle at the far end. At these 2 corners, the frames were double from the bottom all the way to the top and fitted into a single ring. Both were made alike. So there were 8 frames and 16 silver bases, 2 under each frame. They so made crossbars of acacia wood, 5 of the frame on the one side of the tabernacle, 5 for those on the other side, and 5 for the frame on the west. At the far end of the tabernacle, they made the center crossbar so that it extended from end to end at the middle of frames. They overlaid the frames with gold and made gold rings to hold the crossbar, and they also overlaid the crossbars with gold. They made the curtain of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and finely twisted linen with tuberine woven into it by skilled worker. They made 4 posts of acacia wood for it, overlaid them with gold. They made gold hook for them and cast there 4 silver bases. For the entrance to the tent, they made the curtain of the blue, purple and scarlet yarn, and finely twisted linen, the work of an embroiderer. And they made 5 posts with hooks for them. They overlaid the top of the posts and their bands with gold and made their 5 bases of bronze.